Hi, everybody. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let me know if you can hear me. Today is going to be so much fun, so spicy. I'm live on YouTube. I'm live on the gram. And here's what I want to know. Have you ever experienced having money come in and then losing it? Have you ever had this experience of having money come in and then losing it? I want to make sure my connection's good. Let me know. Have you ever made money and then made a lot of money and then all of a sudden you don't know what happened? You lose it. You can't keep it up. The money doesn't keep flowing in. I see this all the time. Most of my clients come in and they say something like, "Oh my God, I used to have $10,000 months, or I did have, a $50,000 month once. And then I don't know what happened." Yeah. So I don't know what your number is. Might be more, it might be less. It doesn't really matter because you can make the amount of money that you want. If you want to have $10,000 months, if you want to have $20,000 months, $30,000 months, $50,000 months, $100,000 months, or more. One of my clients just had her first $200,000 months. What would that be like? So let's talk about why this is happening so that you can shift it. I've been doing this for over a decade, and I have been helping people make millions of dollars for over a decade. In fact, I started in the world of sales and investments. And then I shifted into relationships, intimacy. Things got a little spicy. It was a great time. And then I was like, you know what? I miss talking about money. Here's the thing. I've taken all the best programs on the planet. I've taken all the best marketing, sales, money programs on the planet. And here's what I don't hear anybody else talking about. If you don't have the money that you want showing up in your world right here, right now, and especially if you have experienced a lot of money coming in and then money leaving, and you're like, I don't get why this keeps happening. It's like never ending, the never ending hustle. Who's ever felt that way? Like you're in a never ending hustle. Like it's like you get more and more just leaves. What? Like, how is this even possible? Yeah. It is because money has you in a chokehold. Money has you in a chokehold. Picture Bart, the Bart Simpson, right? It's not cute. It's not sexy. Not in a sexy, kinky way. Consensual, non-consent. Not in that kind of way. It has you in a chokehold in a way that feels awful. Something happens with money. There is a temperature shift. There is a whisper in the air. Your bank account has a tiny little dip, snippet, whatever it is, and you are losing the plot. Who's ever done this? Who's ever done this? Or who does this? I've done this, by the way. And until you shift this, money, we're talking about wealth, not just you're paying your bills. Wealth cannot come in. It cannot. I have taken all the best money programs, marketing programs, spent tens of thousands of dollars on all of this stuff. And my money situation did not radically transform until I stopped crumbling every time there was a little unideal money whisper. Yeah. Oh my God, this person said that they can't afford to work with me. Oh no. Oh my God, this person didn't pay me. Oh my God, may as well just give up on business. Oh my God, these people said that they wanted to work with me, but they didn't. I should just throw in the towel. Yeah, forget it. But here's what no one told me. What's that saying? Um, Revenge is like drinking poison and expecting it to hurt the other person. Is that what the saying is? If you know me, you know Sagittarius problems, Sagittarius Mercury problems. I have a tendency to butcher everything that ever existed on the planet. Part of my charm, right? And this is no different. Yeah, a client doesn't pay you or someone doesn't say yes to working with you. And I love this. I love that you're laughing. I got it. Very sweet. Um, Someone doesn't pay you or someone says that they want to work with you and they don't. And then you're drinking the poison, expecting it to have an effect in your 3D world. And that's just not how it works. No amount of money reprogramming or whatever, trying to work on your money blocks, which is such a big fat myth, anyways. Now, is it true to experience having money blocks? Oh my God, yes, that's real. Is it true that you can experience being blocked with money? Of course. But guess what working on your money blocks does? It keeps you associating with having money blocks. That's not what you want. You don't have money blocks. You've never had money blocks. What this is an invitation into is being a different version of yourself with money, being the person who expects to be paid. You know that they're going to pay you. Oh, and they do. You expect to have high level one-on-one clients come in, and they do. You raise your prices, you expect, you know, you trust with confidence that people are paying those prices. You know that your work or what you sell or what you do or your time, your value, your presence is pure gold. I know I talk a lot about entrepreneurs because that is the majority of my clients. Not all of my clients are entrepreneurs. I have people that one of my clients works for the government, has that government paycheck, and is now an investor. Yeah. So you don't have to be an entrepreneur, by the way, for this to apply, for this to shift for you. You need to own the fuck out of your genius like you've never done before. You need to own the fuck out of your power like you have never done before. Maybe like you've never even seen or experienced someone else do before. You need to be certain and focused and on your purpose in ways that you have not done before. You get a little chirp from money and you don't pay any attention to that. You don't let that define who you are and how you're showing up. Now, I always say, you do what you need to do in your 3D world. Yeah. So let's say you need to pay for something and literally the money is not there. Yeah. The money's not there in the moment that you thought it would be there. Or let's say you want to buy something and it just isn't there yet. Yeah. You want to buy a new house, the money isn't there yet. Guess what? It doesn't matter what you do in your 3D world. It doesn't matter if you're like, oh, you know what? I'd love to buy this house. It's $5 million. I didn't realize that. And you say that to the real estate agent. I didn't realize it was 5 million. Yeah. I would love to get it. Right now, I can't. But then do you go home and associate as that person? That's what matters. You go home, you're like, oh my God, if only, oh my God, I can't. I don't know. How am I ever going to do this? How am I ever going to have that amount of money? I don't know if it's even possible. That's then who you're being. By the way, did you know that billionaires see houses all the time that they don't want to friggin' buy? And it may or may not have anything to do with the money, for example. Maybe they thought they wanted to buy a house. They have the money. They go and see the house. They don't buy it. When my wealth really started to increase, it was at the same time, coincidence or not, I don't think so, that I started to have more discernment with money. Yeah. Because before, if I had the money, I would just pay for it. I was that person. I was like, oh, I have the money, I buy it. I have the money, I buy it. I have the money, I buy it. And guess what? Money at that time, I was making a lot of money, but it seemed to slip through my fingers. It seemed to almost energetically not want to stay with me. And it's because I wasn't deeply connected to it. I wasn't loving on it right. Okay. And what I mean by that specifically is someone said, "Oh yeah, for example, I'd go out for dinner, okay?" And someone, let's say it was a group of like 30 people, yeah? Someone inevitably would not pay their bill. Don't even get me started. I have a whole thing about this, okay? Someone inevitably would not pay their bill. By the way, this never happens to me anymore, but it used to then all the time. Someone wouldn't pay their bill, or maybe two people wouldn't pay their bill. The bill would be short always. Yeah, 30 people are out for dinner, 20 people, 10 people, anything above five for whatever reason, someone would not pay. I would, I would always go, I'm just gonna pay for it. Even when I didn't want to. Always, every single time. Okay? Every single time. Because I came from nothing. This was my justification, my reasoning. I came from nothing. I felt so grateful to have the success that I have that I thought, okay, well, I'll just pay for it. So it's like every time I do a live, you guys, my phone starts blowing up. It's like the most hilarious thing. I didn't get text for the last 3 hours. I mean, I have, but every time I do a live, I'm swiping the notification. I didn't want to pay all of those times, maybe a couple of them, but certainly not when I was with a bunch of other wealthy strangers that definitely could have paid their own bills that I didn't even know that I wasn't necessarily going to see again, right? I didn't want to pay those bills, but I did because of many things. One of them being how I saw myself at that time. I had to. It was my responsibility. I had to do everything, basically. Yeah. And also how I really did not have these boundaries with money. So then I kept wondering, why does money come in and then I don't keep it? Here's the interesting thing. Thinking that you have to pay for something is actually not how someone, as I've discovered, how someone thinks that feels confident, secure, and one with money. You're like, do I want to or do I not? I have so much money. I can literally do whatever I want. Now it's about preference. Maybe I don't want to buy that thing. We're talking about wealthy, wealthy people, not just people that have millions of dollars that come in and then, they lose it all and they're still living, they're broke multimillionaires, okay? They're still living paycheck to paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. This is very different. Yeah. You're like, I have all the money. I am secure within myself. I need nothing. I am perfectly fulfilled in my own life right now. I don't have to do anything. I've broken out of the matrix. Do I actually want to buy this thing? Yes or no? So back to the original example, I want you to know that just because you have the money doesn't mean you'll necessarily buy the thing. Start thinking that way. Yeah. It doesn't matter if you can't afford the thing in your 3D world. That does not get to dictate who you are and how you show up in the world, how you experience yourself, how you perceive yourself. And when you shift this, when you step into your power, when you own your power, when you are convicted as fuck in everything that you do, especially as it pertains to your wealth, to your success, to money. And nothing and no one can convince you different. 30 people could be like, I'm never hiring you. And you're like, yeah, that's okay. My wealth is not dependent on you. You don't have to. Versus 30 people say they don't want to work with you, or 5 people, or one person says they don't want to work with you, or that you can't get that raise, or that the money that you thought was going to come in isn't coming in. And you're like, oh my God, my whole life is over. Look, I'm not powerful. It's like, boop, we caught you. We got you. I was going to finish that sentence with something. I'm like, don't say that. I've already cursed enough on here. Been cussing. So passionate about it. Yeah. It's like you say that you want to be this person, be this person. When you are this person, by the way, your business blows up. When you are this person, your wealth blows up and it increases. Also, everybody on YouTube watching, I can't see any of your comments. So if you're watching, even just drop a little heart just so I know that this is even recording on the YouTubes, please. Instagram, we're good. We're Gucci. I can see all the comments. You're all doing great. Thank you. Is this landing for everybody? Is this landing for everybody? Can you see that it does not matter? One of my clients came to me and she had this super, thank you for the purple heart. You know what's funny? I was like, put a purple heart. I didn't say it. And there it is, my manifestation instant. Purple heart. Thank you, love. I appreciate that so much. So I had a client who came to work with me and their funnel broke. Yeah. They had this super successful funnel. They're making tons of money. Funnel broke. I've told this story before. I'm not going to get too into it, but the long and short of it is that their funnel broke. They had tried everything. They had spent thousands of dollars on hiring ad companies. By the way, if you're in that world, which I was for a long time, I mean, I still am, but I mean, in the sense of I would hire the ad companies for these massive companies. I mean, I did other things as well, but this was part of my role was I would sort of hire these different ad companies or interview these different ad companies. Most of them are full of complete and utter shit. Yeah. Some of them are great, but good luck. Good luck finding one that's actually really great. They're really rare. A lot of them promise the world and cannot deliver. It's a really interesting thing, actually. That space and that space is a really interesting space. By the way, I also have very close colleagues that run ads that are incredible at what they do. I'm just saying that generally in that world, it's like good luck. People will say that their ads get this um, you know, these results and then they don't. So it's a whole thing. So anyways, they had spent thousands, we're talking like tens of thousands of dollars on multiple ad companies at the same time. They had these people like fighting for the top spot, and all of them face planted. We're not even talking about kind of worked. Yeah. Didn't kind of work, did not work at all. Guess what needed to change? My client needed to change. It wasn't these ad companies. Like, what are the chances that you're spending tens of thousands of dollars on a funnel that used to work? It's not even like it hasn't been, it doesn't have social proof. It hasn't been tried and tested. Yeah, it has been. It just stopped working and it doesn't work. Hiring some of the best ad companies that exist in the world with that kind of money. Still didn't work. Still did not work. And when I say work, I'm not saying, oh, not one person booked a call. Yeah, because that's what it was. It was one of those funnels. I'm saying the conversions were not happening. Even the people that booked the calls, like they weren't coming in. Guess what had to change? That client, they had to change. When they changed, it magically, none of the funnels that they tried started working. It was their original one started magically working again with a couple of tweaks that we did. Yeah, we made a couple of tweaks with their ads. I looked at them. I was like, let's change these things. Magically start working again. Because instead of being affected by what was happening out there and letting it take them down, guess what this person thought when it happened? This is the beginning of the end. I guess I should just be grateful for the luck that I had when I had it. That was their dominant thinking. Yeah. And it isn't your thoughts, you guys. Your thoughts actually don't have any power. However, your thoughts are important because they will tell you who you're being. Let me know if this lands. I had taken all of the marketing programs, the best marketing programs, the best sales programs on the planet that money could buy. Okay. My business did not blow up because of any of those programs. Now, I'm not going to sit here and tell you that those programs didn't influence anything that I did. That obviously is not true. Okay. Of course, they had an influence. Of course, I learned beautiful things. And as a fact, my business did not actually blow up. Um, hey, hi. Um, JJ says, hey, hi, I met you in Puerto Vallarta a few years ago, and I just started following you. I found a note you gave me. Thank you. Oh my God, what did the note say? Oh, now I want to know. I gave you a note. Oh my goodness. What did that, wait, do I want to know what the note says? I'm kidding. Tell me what the note says. That's so sweet. Thank you for following me, JJ. So happy you're here. Um, so my business didn't blow up when I started implementing these like top sales strategies. And of course, if you know me, I have way too much Capricorn in my chart to not love a good strategy. Okay. I do. I love it. I love nerding out on it. Oh my God, like this thing is more popular than this thing. Oh my God, people want to know more about this than that. Oh my God, this kind of thing. Like, of course, I love this stuff. Okay. My nerd brain loves it. Here's the thing though, that's not when my business blew up. I had my first $20,000 month in business when I owned the fuck out of my power, out of my genius, when I showed up in a kind of certainty, devotion, dedication that I never had before. Before, I was like, please, maybe, could you? Yeah. I went from that to going, oh no, I know what I'm doing. I know what I'm talking about. Nothing and no one is convincing me otherwise. This is who I am. Everything changed really, really fast. Okay. JJ says, it just said your name and I looked it up. I really did not know about you, but now I'm digging your persona. Oh, thank you. I think I remember you actually. I was like, I think it just said my name. Um, and I think I remember you. Yeah, I think I do actually remember you. So thank you. I'm so happy you're here. Puerto Vallarta was my home for a little bit. It was very nice. Very, very beautiful place. Love it there. One of the many places that I've been so blessed to live and visit. And yeah, I love it. It will always have a piece of my heart. So, and the sunsets there are glorious. I tried your clam chowder. You know, I do love clam chowder. It's great. I love a good chowder. That's beautiful. That's incredible. Cool. Thank you for sharing that. Um, so you need to shift out of, if you want money coming in, if you want 5-figure days, okay, or to make $1,000 a month or $1,000 a day, sorry, every single day or more, it starts with you. And then from there, when we add strategy to that mix, things take off like wildfire. And it starts with you. You have to show up really in your truth. The truth of who you are is not somebody where the wind blows and you're like, oh my God, my bank account. Yeah, not that that's what's happening, right? But where you're being influenced by your 3D and then questioning who you are, questioning your success, that's not the truth of who you are. And by the way, if you want to talk literally, logically, practically, has that ever helped you make money? It doesn't. It didn't for me, and it doesn't for anyone that comes to work with me. One of my clients recently, she used to make $10,000 a month, and then that stopped. She came to work with me. She's like, "What the hell is going on? Please help me." We got her back into her power, owning her genius, owning her power, her confidence, the transformation that she creates. Bam, within a couple of months, right back up to $10,000 months. Another client, very similar situation. She just had an $8,000 day. Yeah. It isn't the market. Okay. It's who you're being. And when we shift this, everything changes. So before I hop off, I want to let you guys know that this coming Tuesday, hi cutie pie. Oh my God, I love you so much. Hi, Lauren. You're incredible. I love you. Good to see you. Um, this Tuesday, I'm going to be offering a free masterclass called Manifest Money on Command. I'm so passionate about this. And I know that you are going to get so much value from attending this free masterclass. So the link is down below, or you can go to theawakenedaphrodite.com. Also, you can join Highly Valued, Highly Paid, which is a 6-week live program where we are going to be going in deep together. Okay. You're going to get to ask me your questions. We are going to work together for 6 weeks in a group setting. And it's all about all of the things that I just talked about: stepping into your power, owning your value, commanding higher fees, and actually having it happen. Right? So raising your prices, for some of you, that may be 10xing your prices. For some of you, it might be doubling your prices. It's going to depend on what it is that you do. And actually getting paid that and having money come in. And if you want to deepen that even more, then join my 6-month mastermind, which you won't be able to join for another 6 months. I raise the price every single time. When you join now, you get grandfathered in at the pricing. And also, you're going to receive highly valued, highly paid for free when you join, for free. And you're also going to get 2 bonus one-on-one calls with me. This is all for a limited time. Okay. It won't be available. These bonuses are going to end. And right now we have early bird pricing as well. So I would love for you to join me. I would love for you to join us. I'd love for you to join the community. What I can tell you is this work is going to change your life forever. The reason I'm so passionate about this is because this work is what saved my life, literally. I'm not going to get too into that story. Saved my life, okay? Exploded my income like nothing else I've ever experienced. Made me the woman that I am today. It's not just about the money, and we love the money. We're gonna get you that money, okay? This is about being the version of you that you know that you truly are in every single way. This is the last coaching you will ever need. Yeah, this work, when you understand the concepts that I'm going to share with you, the concepts that no one taught me after spending tens of thousands of dollars, that I happened upon many years later. And I was like, wow, if only I knew this 10 years ago. These are the teachings that are making people millions of dollars in my world. These are the exact teachings that are having people wake up in a life that is absolutely unrecognizable, with more money than they ever could have imagined, although you can't imagine it. So if you want to work with me one-on-one, or join the mastermind, then email me, Pamela at theawakenedaphrodite.com. Or you can go to my website and click work with me one-on-one. So that's theawakenedaphrodite.com. Go to my website, click work with me one-on-one, and fill out the form. So the prices that are listed there are for my high level mastermind. That is not the price of this mastermind. Okay. This mastermind that I'm talking about right now is it's the lowest investment for any of my closer proximity work. So fill it out. If you have questions about that, let me know. We can chat about it. And what I want you to know is you're seeing this on purpose. You can have this. When we get you back into your power, your confidence, you are going to blow shit up. People won't even know what's coming. Okay. And there won't be any competition. It's impossible. Yeah. It's impossible for you to experience competition from that space. Everything that is meant for you is yours. You do not have to work hard for it. You do have to change who you're being to actually accept it in. Thank you so much for watching. I can't wait to meet you. I can't wait to connect with you. You can also DM me on Instagram at The Awakened Aphrodite. If for some reason you've DM'd me and I haven't responded, and it isn't like a spam DM, it's a real, you're like, oh, I want to work with you, then comment on one of my recent posts. I will see it this is on Instagram. Okay. I will see it, and then I will check my inbox and I will respond to you. If it's a spam message, I'm not responding to you. No one's responding to you. No one on my team is going to. But if you say, save my throne, say that, save my throne, then someone on my team will attend to you. I will attend to you if they're not working. And I appreciate you all so much. I'm so excited for you. I'm like, I can feel the vibes. I can feel the people. I'm like, yes, yes, yes. Step into your power. Have the money flow in. And whether it's day or night, I love you. I love you. I love you. Until next time, thank you for watching and joining and liking.